Hold on 1 second, T. I do see you, Double. Kasha, if you want, put a just say hi in the comments, boom. Oh, okay. Hey. All right, I'm multitasking. We're going to start in about 2 minutes. All right, I just wanted to make sure because I found a way to look at both the comments and do this. We multitasking. Facebook, we do not own the rights to the music playing in the background. Hey, good evening, everybody. I see people are coming on. So in just a few seconds. Hey, Deanna. Hi, baby girl. This topic today, you know, I love all the mic check reclaims. I'm always excited. But this one is a little different. Because it not only hits home, but these are my sisters. They're more than just my friends. These are my sisters. And during this time, season, I know people snowed in, depression sets in, coming up to February, the month of love. What better time than to express how people, hey Gwen, how people come together through ups, downs, life challenges, all those things. And there's no better way to do that than having people in your corner. So we are going to Get them up here. We're going to not just have a conversation, but we're going to have a little ball because we might forget that y'all on here. Not too much, though. Not too much. I ain't going to tell the one specifically I'm talking to, but not too much. Let's see. So I am getting them to add up here. Tanisha, send a request again for me, baby. Kosh, do the same, please, so I can add y'all. All right, Tanisha, I got you. Hey, T.
Hi.
Can't hear you, boo.
Is it because... Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you just sound a little low. You might have to take it off your ears.
I did.
Okay, try putting it back on.
Can you hear me?
I can't. You just sound distant.
That's because I'm in Erie.
You in Erie? Where Pooh at?
She's on her way, but not helpful because her mom is not technology savvy. So
Okay. I don't know what happened to Kosh. I saw she jumped off. I don't think it was on purpose though. Okay, I see her just in the heart, but you gotta press that add button again, Kasha. I added you, but I don't know what happened. So come on.
Should I hit this button at the bottom that says live chat?
Live chat.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean it'll go live on my page?
Hey, Kosh.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear Kosh, Tanisha? Maybe it's just me. Hold on, let me make sure my volume is up.
Can you hear me, Kosh?
I can hear you, yes.
It was my volume, I'm sorry. Don't blame me for that. Don't blame me for that. Hey, ladies.
Hi.
I am beyond ecstatic. Number one, thank you for coming on. And
I didn't know I had a choice.
Right.
I mean, you could have tried to say no, but I don't know how that would have worked out for you later. Because then I would have, had to go on the exposure journey on here on Facebook if you didn't get on here.
Oh, well, I'm good. See, I don't know about her. I'm straight.
Hey, Miss
You
Sandy.
have live chat on at the bottom of your screen?
I
Is
have
my
what?
what on?
Live chat. Mine says live chat. A button that says live chat. You
That
got
just
that
means
on?
you're on live.
Oh.
I'm sorry, y'all. Some people are a little bit less tech savvy
That's both of us.
than others.
That's why I got a kid.
I can't wait till she get there. All right. So what we are going to do today, we are going to help people understand how our almost 30 years, is it 30? 1997.
29? This year is
29
29?
years.
It's 29. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
I know y'all getting older.
Yeah, well, y'all still older than me. Let's remember that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how y'all deal with each other. You can't help but to love me. So.
Amen.
Yes, you're right.
So we are really going to just talk about, our friendship, our up and down, the struggles, because we have some struggles, how we have worked through it, and really looking at how our friendship helps guide us through our traumatic experiences, both individually and the traumatic experiences that we had together. So introduce yourselves first. How about we start there? They know me. Introduce yourself.
Go ahead, Kosh.
Really?
Mhm.
All right. I'm Jakasha. Everyone calls me Kasha or Kosh. Um, what you want to say, Monica?
Whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Um, Originally from Philly. I live in the first state right now. Give it up for Delaware. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah, I'm a licensed social worker. Have my master's degree. I'm a doctoral student right now. I have two beautiful daughters. One is in college, one is in high school. Um, I guess that's just about it.
Thank you, boo.
And and I am Tanisha. I am the youngest in the group.
She is not.
Okay.
But we'll let her
I
believe
know.
that tonight.
um, so I'm Tanisha. I actually I live in Erie, Pennsylvania. I am a commercial underwriter, and I have one beautiful daughter, and she is also in college right now, and just loving life.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And the one thing about being friends with people, especially being friends this long time, and trust me, it has not been easy. It has not been easy. We really look out for each other and support each other in our endeavors that we do.
Yes.
So, who wants to share the story of how we even met in the first place?
Go ahead, T.
So you're gonna pick the person that don't remember nothing.
Well,
Oh,
Okay,
actually,
you,
Tasha
you want
I'll
me?
goes
just start
first.
it off.
You want? Okay, I was I can start off. You want me to? But go ahead.
It was way back in 1997, and we started in a program called the STEP program at University of Pittsburgh, which I don't even know if they have anymore. But we started in a program that was like we got together in the summer right before the normal semester started, and took a couple classes, and it was kind of like a bridge program to help you kind of get used to school, used to college, get used to the university, take a couple classes so that you were well prepared for the upcoming semester. And in that summertime, that's where we all kind of met each other. And there was lots of girls, lots of guys, plenty of people that you could, link up with, click up with, but somehow we found each other. There were, I would say, 5 of us at the time that really got pretty close. Um, and then you could take it from there.
No, no, you pretty much nailed it. Yeah, there was 5 of us who got pretty close. I actually met Monica first. We live right next door to each other. We were roommates. Well, not roommates. I'm sorry. We live right next door to
Yeah.
each other. And then, like you said, T, we all had like these classes together, and then we just blended. We just bonded. So yeah, you remember? I'm proud of you.
I remember, see, I remember Ofafa. What was that, Ofafa?
Oh, Papo,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
One for all for one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Oh,
from there, then I think we had a couple of weeks of break from that summer program until we started our fall semester, and we remained friends.
Yeah. And it's funny that you talk about that because going back looking at our pictures the other day, the first day when I say just stepped out, I had this lime green shirt on with this white pants with this bright red hair. Like you couldn't tell me nothing stepping on that campus with my red coach bag to match. Just stepping, and I just knew, just
oh,
knew.
yep.
But that was definitely an experience for us, especially that summer, because we kind of had an advantage coming in the freshman year because there
Yeah.
were a lot of upperclassmen there. So, if anybody that knows us from back at Pitt, we felt like we were upperclassmen too.
We
Mm-hmm.
sure
We
we
had all
sure
these things
did.
together, new people. What was you gonna tell us? You couldn't tell us nothing at that point for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So we already had friends by the time we came into fall semester, which was
mhm.
nice. And we already had each other, which was also nice.
And we knew the campus, so we knew how to get
Mhm.
around. So you're absolutely right. Now that you said that, we did kind of think we were like upperclassmen because we knew
Yeah.
people and people knew us.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it was So anybody that went to Pitt, if you don't know Pitt, there used to be Towers. Towers looks very different now. It was nothing like when we went there. But Towers was the hangout spot. You went to
Okay.
Towers to hang out. You did your laundry. You played spades in
Mhm.
Towers. And coming back to really start our official freshman year, that's where we went. We already knew
Mhm.
where the spot was to be at.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that we were close back then, but we bonded from the summer.
Mhm.
And I think Towers, the lobby helped that because y'all lived by each other and have roommates. But at that time, I don't want to say antisocial, but I wanted my own room. So when I came downstairs to the lobby and we played spades and all that kind of stuff together, it was like your home and your family away from family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because so I think me and Monica were Towers B.
B. Yep.
Yeah.
My Ia, who we'll definitely speak about coming up, she was Towers for the C.
A.
I
Tanisha
A,
was
and then
C.
C.
and T was yeah, and T was C. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And just a little backstory, we all have very different personalities. Very different personalities, especially then. You know, Tanisha was what we thought was
Not too
the
much.
quiet
Not too
girl.
much. Not too
We
much.
thought was the quiet girl from Erie that didn't
Girl
say
used
nothing,
to
was all
mime.
shy. And you know,
Yes.
and then Kasha, how would you describe Kasha at that time?
I'm the same.
She's not much different. She was very, cool, calm, collected until she wasn't.
The same.
Just the same.
Yeah, yeah. And then there was me, the angel, the innocent one.
Oh no, 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 no. Everybody knew Monica.
I was just
Monica
social.
Monica was
Very.
loud, very social and
Hmm.
fiery.
Hmm.
And then there was Maya.
Yeah.
Who was also fiery.
Maya was
Extremely.
extremely fiery and straight in your face, but with a sweetheart
Yes.
internally. She was a sweetheart.
Yes, absolutely.
Very
Absolutely.
protective of her friends.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I got to say that I think that we all were very protective of each other, especially as we grew. Because I will always remember, I don't even know who initially was in Towers lobby that day when that little argument, for lack of better words, incurred. And me and Kasha were coming from class. We just, blah, blah, blah. Didn't know what was going on. Just sitting in, coming out of class, walking in Towers. And was it you, Tanisha, that was having an altercation? Or was it somebody else?
No. So should we talk about our group that we were in, or
Yeah, why not?
so was it during the summer or early fall?
Early
We
fall.
met. So we are all in sororities right now, but at the time when we came in as freshmen, there was kind of like a little sister group, getting to know the sororities, getting to know the fraternities, and we decided to be in a little sister group to the Sigmas. And so we met our line sisters or our other sisters, and we became just fast friends with them. So there were 10 of us, I think.
Yeah.
It
And
was
so
10.
we yeah, there was a lot of things that we did together. And one of the 10 got into an altercation with someone in the lobby who was a little bit of a bully. And of course, my year came and wasn't having it, wasn't having it. So she was very protective of all of her friends. And of course, our group of friends, our little sister group that we had. And I think that journey of us doing that together really kind of sealed things for us. Like I said, there was 10 of us, but in terms of our bond, I don't know when we got the name the Fab Four, but we became the Fab Four. So it was myself, Kosh, Monica, and our friend Maya, our sister Maya. And at that point, it was pretty much us all the time.
Yeah. And my ear gave us that name.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking one day and she was like, the four. We the Fab Four. I was like, okay. Mhm.
And anybody that knows she was hype. She was hype, she was the life of the party. She was the
Yes.
life of the party, creative, energetic. And it was so infectious that you could not help but to be that way around her. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you got to remember, at that time, we were at 19, 20 years old, definitely away from home, having a little bit of independence, kind of thinking you grown, and it was just thinking you indestructible. And so we lived. We had a great time together. We supported each other.
Hmm.
And then in the summertime, myself and Maia and another friend, we lived together. We had a really good time. I was still 20 then. We just grew up together in college.
We
It
did.
almost was like we knew each other forever, but we were at that time we probably only knew each other for a couple of years.
Yes, we were the brokest, richest people
We sure were.
in the world. Because when you lived there that summer, me and Kasha, we pulled up in a limousine. To
We
get
sure did.
Hey, y'all, the time in the limousine, man. Hey, we here.
We
To
came
come,
down
yes,
Oakland.
yeah, to come to our house, me and Maia's house, to party. My mom probably on here like, how you partying and you was broke and didn't have no money, but I did. We found it. We made a way. So
Sure
yeah,
did.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
it
Yes.
was. It was.
And and I think that our individuality balanced each other.
Yes.
When one was hot headed, the other one would calm them down. If one was down or whatever, we would pick them back up. But in all transparency, we had our ups and downs together as well.
Hmm.
So, hey, Miss Gloria.
Is that my
Hi,
mom?
Miss Gloria. Uh-oh. We won't tell
Let's
all
hook
these
you
daughter
up.
secrets.
uh, so in our 20 plus years of friendship, for you guys, what are some of the that we're willing to talk about? Let me be specific. Challenges that we had amongst each other that stick out to you.
You said in our all of our years.
All of our years, yeah.
Okay. I would say just we were growing up. I'll start there. So, of course, our lives have pulled us in different directions, our experiences. Um, so, just kind of growing up, how from 18, 19, from the age we are now, we've changed. We're different. So, we had to learn each other. Like, we were no longer the 18, 19-year-olds versus the 20 something, the 30 something, the 40 somethings or whatever. So just kind of like growing up, learning the different people that we are today. And I don't think they were real challenges, I would say. I think they were just learning opportunities for us when may have when may have not bothered us back in the day and vice versa, may bother us now. And it's just a form of communicating.
Right,
And I
right.
think sometimes when you love your friends hard and you want the best for them and you feel like they're not making like the best choices or the smartest choices, you're just being protective, and so you want them to do maybe what you think is obvious for them to do, but you got to understand that as they grow and are being grown, you can guide them and tell them what you think, but ultimately you got to let your friends make the decisions. So when you talked about like biggest things, back in the day, I can't think of anything that's huge because now it all seems so trivial to me. But
Yeah.
I'll just take something in the last few years. Had some personal things going on with my health and relationships, and just life was lifing. And I remember, I know y'all remember this. Tasha held me accountable. She got in my face about it. And at the time in the conversation, I think I was kind of mad, but I was mad in the sense that I'm like, I'm grown. Who you think she is? But with it, I'm like, can't be mad at somebody that ultimately is coming from a place of love. that knows your secrets and knows your strengths and knows your weaknesses, and everything that she's saying to me is because she loves me and she wants better for me. And so I had to sit with that, and then so I had to sit with that and just kind of get myself together and then reflect on it and figure out what I need to do to help myself.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm.
like, you know, like you said, when you are in a different space and you're grown, you're not a teenager anymore, when you come at your friends about things, sometimes you have to do it in a different way. Sometimes they'll receive it right away. Sometimes it takes them a minute, and you just have to kind of be patient with each other and
Mhm.
know that they'll get there, because we know we love each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think that helps too, that we know we love each other. Like I know that they will never say anything, that you two will never say anything to harm me, to hurt me, or that I don't need to hear. It's coming out of place of love. I might be mad in a minute, like T just said, but y'all can say anything to me, and I know it's because you love and it's because you care about me. And I think that's why we get over our challenges. And we don't have a lot of challenges, but that's why we get over the things that we do, you know, very fast, because we know it's coming from our sister. It's coming from a good place.
Yeah, definitely. And because we know each other, sometimes we have to, especially if because we know each other, we have to sometimes consult one another before we go to the other one. Like, okay, we need a plan because we know that they're going to react like this, and because they're going to react like this, how how do we make sure
Why I
we
feel
get
like y'all
this?
talking about me?
I mean,
Mm. I'm gonna sip my water.
listen, as long as you knew, but we have to have a plan because we do have emotions and we do have feelings, and that's one of the things that I think a lot of people falter in their friendships is because it's okay to take it personal, because it is personal. It's personal from your friend too, because it's not always easy telling a person the truth, because it can sometimes hurt you too, whatever their reaction may be, whether it's anger,
Mm.
whether they're crying, that hurts you too. So you got to understand where your friend is coming from. Otherwise, you may truly not know them, or you got to do some self evaluation, because there's multiple times we have all had self evaluations. We literally had to look in the mirror and process it on our own. There was a time I went silent, and it was like SOS flags just came out. And there were a lot of people that I thought were close to me at that time, but they took my silence as offense.
Mm.
These ladies did not take that as offense. They was like, "What's wrong? What's going on? There's something going on with you." I didn't answer right away, but as long as they saw me present somewhere, they were like, "Oh, okay, she'll get to us when she needs to." And then we did. We had that conversation about what I was going through at that particular point in time, because it was a healing process and it wasn't something that was just easy to talk about. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's part of those growing pains and part of taking the time to get to know somebody, because just to be reactionary, there's people you thought would stand there but took it personal
Mhm.
when you're trying to work on your own journey of healing and confused and don't know what to say and just be everywhere. So, that I think that's one of the things that has kind of kept us, because we know each other and
Mm-hmm.
we learned throughout the years those boundaries.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But what things over these years, um, practices, spoken, unspoken rules, have do you guys think have helped us grow and survive the life changes that we've been through? Because Kasha, you said earlier about the distance.
Mhm.
So how do you guys think we sustain that?
Mm.
Well, I would say one of the biggest and best things about it is, you mentioned this before, is our different personalities, our different strengths. I'm the one that's like, my bag is packed and I paid my money and I'm ready to go. These two are probably the planners. So I'm thankful to them for that. If we go too long without talking to each other, I'm gonna get a text, I'm gonna get a call. I sometimes go silent, especially if there's really something wrong with me because I'm trying to process. They will look for me. If I don't answer, they will call my mama or call my daughter. So I think that that is so annoying. Um, but I think that that is, you know, having some friends with different strengths, different skill sets, and different ways to communicate. Because Monica, who is an amazing communicator, sometimes she come in hot, and I got to be like, what she means to say is, you know. So, you know, we all have different ways that we can communicate with each other, and I think that's helpful. And I think we both have different, all have different passions. And like I said, Kasha is the planner. If she gonna go, whether we go or not, she gonna go. But it's nice that, you know, kind of gets us together. And then once we get there, Monica's like, we gonna do this, this, and this, and I'm like, and then we gonna take a nap. So, you know, we all contribute our thing.
I think too that after my year's passing, we became more intentional about physically seeing each other, because that's definitely important. Of course, we do FaceTime and we speak on the phone, but we became more intentional that we're going to see each other more often because we are in different places. Another thing about our friendship that I absolutely love is that if one of us is going through it, distance doesn't keep us from talking to one another. We can put in a text who's available, and somebody will be available in the next 5 minutes. We will stop whatever we're doing just to make sure that person is okay. We could be at work, school, whatever. What's up? What's going on? And I can say for me that means a lot to me, because life had been life over the past couple of years, and I just needed my one of my sisters, you know what I mean, to speak to, who knew exactly what was going on, and just hearing their voice, was really extremely helpful to me, because you have friends or whatever like that, but it's nothing like hearing your sisters who you've known over 20 something years, who you can't hide things from them because they know you. I could say I'm all right. They be like, no, you're not. And they know exactly, or they can tell you what's exactly wrong without you even saying something. And you'd be like, yeah, you know. So even though there's distance, I don't ever feel that there's distance, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And you're right. Um, honestly, I think that at one point in time, the distance, because in the midst of looking for something earlier, I saw our chats from, I can't even remember what that thing was, but Tanisha was like, how do I use this? What is this thing?
GroupMe.
GroupMe, yes. In the beginning stages of GroupMe, when it went to your emails too.
Mm-hmm.
And just looking at that and seeing how we still found ways, even back then, to communicate as things were happening in life, births, graduations, whatever it may be. Even if we couldn't be there, we'd be like, somebody's going to be there. So that really made a difference and was very helpful for us. And I know for me, they left me in Pittsburgh. Both of them left me. And, it was, like how she said, I had, my stores there and other friends that I had met there, and I was still the social butterfly. But as far as being personal with my inner things, that was a little bit tough. And we were figuring out life outside of college, outside of depending on our parents at that point. And I think that became a little bit, not necessarily complicated, but it was a realization that hit, like, I'm a grown adult out here. I can't just call my mama or call my daddy to come do this or say I need this, because they're going to be like, don't you got a job?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have this? So I think that started some of the distance, but as time went on, we really got closer. And this is what kind of segue into my at this point. We were getting ready to go on a trip. And I'm a little bit territorial because I don't be liking them to have friends back then. I'm not like that now, but back then I'm like, I don't want them around. Who is that?
Mm-hmm.
But we were getting ready to go on a trip, and we got a call from Kasha, And I think that kind of stunned all of us because it was not expected. It was not, it was just surreal. It was surreal because we were about to get together for the first time in a while. So it was just a little bit surreal. Maia was one of those people that, with her being the life of the party, we were looking for, I think it was a cruise, we were looking forward to that trip. And everything shifted, but we didn't care about it shifting. It was like, what do we need to do? Where do we need to be? So, yeah.
Yeah, I want to say that we had just been on a couple trips. One is in 2015. I think that is when I found out I had a brain tumor. And so I think at that point we started getting to a phase of our lives where we realized we are, yes, we are very grown, and real things, real life is happening. And we started again being more intentional about seeing each other, spending time together, trying to make it an annual thing. And I know we all went on a trip together, a cruise together at that point, and then from then trying to make it like a yearly thing. And I want to say the last before we knew that Maia was sick, for whatever reason, Monica wasn't able to make that trip, but Kasha and myself and Maya went, and we went to Mexico. So I think I have a video
Mhm.
like Mexico and all
Mhm.
that. So we went to Mexico and we had a really good time. And I mean, we had a really good time. It was beautiful. You know, we did the thing where the
Zip
hang
lining.
thing, zip lining.
Mhm.
I can't swim, but I jumped in the water, and we just had so much fun, and it was just so nice being together. And I, till this day, remember us sitting in the room together, and she said something about, as women, I'm having some issues with fibroids or something like that, and we kind of were like, oh, what's going on? And she was talking to us about it, and we talked about how she needed to get it checked out, but we didn't think it was anything that was super serious, but definitely something that needed to be checked out. Yeah. And then the next thing that we talked about again after that was a call from Kasha. And I remember you saying to me, like, I want you to be ready at some time. Maybe I can't remember what time she wanted to call us back to talk to us, but I'll be honest, I thought you were calling to say that she was getting engaged, or, I don't know. I thought it was something happy. And I remember taking my phone outside and walking around in my bare feet in the grass to listen to what this exciting news was. And it was life changing for us. Yeah. And Kasha, you were there, so I'm sure your perspective is different.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm getting sick
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
all over again. It was definitely life changing. I remember getting a call. Um, and so I'm going over to the house, and I'm thinking it's this big happy news. Chip, shout out to Chip too.
Yes.
He called us over. Chip is our brother. He called us over, and so it's just few of us over there, sitting over there, and Maia's over there, and I'm looking at her face like something's different, but I couldn't put my hand on it at the time because I'm thinking I'm walking into something that's going to be something really celebratory. And so I remember, Chip was telling us what's going on, and I'm still sitting there in shock. I'm still sitting in there. I'm denial, and I was in denial for the longest time. If I can be completely honest, um, that was not the news I was expecting at all. And I just looked at her face, and I remember she just shook her head at me, and I even left, and I was just still in denial. That's how I could put it. And that's when I left, I called you guys.
Yeah. Whew. Um, we
Did we
went.
did we say what the news was?
You
Did
said,
she
did we?
have? Yes.
Basically, at that time, from what I remember, she was having some health issues, of course, but they were still trying to figure out what it was at that time, and that she wouldn't be able to, like, do certain things or go certain places because they needed to get this figure out what's going on. But we knew it was serious.
Yeah. Um, I can't see, but I did ask Chip to join. Um, but yeah, we can because we've posted it before. Screw cancer. We don't like you at all.
Mhm.
Um, but to hear that, and we know that it comes at all ages. But when you look at when you look at a future, because we was the Golden Girls, we were the Golden Girls. So when you look at future with people, you definitely don't expect it, and with two of us kind of being distant, that was hard because you wanted to be there. So
Mhm.
calling, checking in, are you okay? Um, Trying to still wrap our minds around what was going on. And yeah, I was the farthest, and I know that they got together at one point in time. But then she came down here, and although it was a couple hours drive from me, I did not care. If
Mhm.
I can be there, we gonna be there. And to go through that journey, to hear her, to see her, in that it was definitely uh, traumatizing. It was hard, and I think that even though we were close, but that was the moment that I knew I needed them.
It's funny because we don't talk about her loss. We don't talk about her death. When we speak about Maia, we talk about our memories and the fun times we share. We don't never talk about this. I
Nope.
think this is the first time we've ever really truly talked about it.
Yeah.
Um, well, what I will say about Maia is Maia has always been a fighter. And through that process, sh-
Caught you on mute.
can you hear me?
Yes. Hmm.
Through that process, um, she just fought and fought and fought. And I just remember just seeing her strength. She made sure that the people around her was okay. While she was going through all of this, she wanted to make sure the people around her was okay. And I'm like, Maia, you're the one going through this. She made sure we were smiling, we were laughing, and again that we were okay. And I am just forever grateful for a couple of things. One is that I remember I was starting a new job, and I had to go to Houston. And so, she was in hospice at the time. And I said, Maia, I said, I have to go to Houston for this new job. I said, hold on. I'm going to be back to see you. And she did, you know? And as soon as I got off that plane, I got a phone call from Chip. I remember it till this day. And he was like, Kosh, come to the hospice. You know what I mean? Come to the hospice. And I went to the hospice to see her. And I said, Maia, I said, you kept your promise to me. And then the next day, she had passed. And I am also grateful for you two, because even though you guys weren't physically here, you guys were always with me during this process. I never felt alone without you two. You guys don't know how much you meant to me. And that's what this friendship's about. We can't be here, physically because of our distance, but I never felt by myself going through this with my ear. So I thank you too for that.
You know, we love you.
But my ear taught us a lot,
Mm-hmm.
just a whole lot.
I think she's still bringing us together. Um, Honestly,
Absolutely.
people will probably think this is so weird to say, but when we came and got together for her homegoing, and the night before we sat in Kasha's living room on the floor looking through all of our pictures, some of them from the vault that we didn't know Chip had already seen, half of them. I mean, it was everything that we needed, because there were tears, there were laughter. It was just crazy. It was so much needed, though, because there was so much pain, but it was also a lot of joy and memories. And then Kasha was like, "Yeah, Chip got this one too." I'm like, "How my years doing this?" Like, yeah. But it was everything that we needed. And even at her homegoing, there were a couple times where we looked at each other, just like, as sad as we were, and it was hard. I mean, you talked about denial. I think I was in denial until the very end. It makes no sense to say at 38 or 39 or whatever that someone can't pass, but when I just wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But at the funeral, I still felt like she was with us, because I felt like some parts of her homegoing, like, we would sit there and say to each other, if Maya was here right now, she'd be cracking up about this. Like,
Yes.
it helped us. She's always with us, and then everything that we've intentionally tried to do since then, when we get together, she's here.
hmm Like celebrating her birthday every
Mm-hmm.
November. She probably looking at us now like, why y'all up here crying? Y'all know I'm good.
Yeah, right. Right. Get yourself together. What's wrong?
Right. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you mentioned about the homegoing. Some of the faces that I saw there, and when they spoke about how she impacted them,
Yeah.
I know I was shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay. And Kashi talked about, her strength, the accolades that she gained in the midst of what she was going through. That said a lot, because she set goals and she didn't let anything stop her from accomplishing those goals. And, I'm so grateful that her children know how honorable of a mother they have, that she will never be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And Chip does a great job raising the children and
Yeah.
keeping her memory alive. Um, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. You know, we mentioned about, and you mentioned about keeping her memory alive. We make sure we honor her anywhere we go, anytime we get together.
Oh,
We'll get a shirt made, you know. But she's always in the picture. And even if you guys look at the flyer, her name is in the sky with the dove. She is there with us too. She's here with us now. Even some of the things that we do, we look at that encouragement and how we, work through these times together.
We have to keep each other encouraged.
Most
mhm.
definitely.
Yeah, she would have it no other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Um, I'm going to shift a little bit. There are times, and you both spoke about it, a little bit ago about individual traumas that we were facing individually at the time. And sometimes we had to, take the time to get it together. Um, but I'll actually answer first. How did we strengthen each other when we were going through our individual traumatic times? And I know for me, where I'm at, it's not just where I'm at, but because of things that have happened, it is difficult for me to bond with people because of trust. And I even got silent with them. And I can remember being on a cruise. And it wasn't until the end of the cruise, we were sitting down, breakfast, getting ready to get off the ship. And Kosh busted out, "What is wrong with you?" What's wrong with you? And I didn't say anything at first, only because, Nisi Poo was there. But when she got up, I let them know how I felt, because for me, it was a bonding time. If we're together, I don't want, what you on the phone for? We got limited time. What you on the phone for? And, I let it be known. Now, I should have, and I'll take accountability, I should have said something beforehand, but I didn't, because I didn't want to, ruin the trip. And that was also, again, my own healing of my own voice being taken away. So if nobody would have asked me, I probably wouldn't have said anything. It just went on my merry way. But I appreciated that more than anything, because that was the first time that I used my voice in a long time. So allowing me that comfortability to be able to do that was really a stepping stone for me to be where I'm at now. So thank you, ladies, for that.
Speaking of Nisi Poo, it's making me think about the role that you've taken with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important to me. So just that they know that you're somebody that they can call whenever they need to, that you check up on them, that you text them, that
Mm-hmm.
you just look after them. And I love that. I love that they have that relationship with you. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I told you, Nia was like, Aunt Monica always sends some inspirational texts around the holidays. I was like, she be sending it to us too, because Lord knows
Mm-hmm.
we need it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Even if we don't talk that week, there'll be something in our group chat. Just, you know, something funny, something inspirational, something family, whatever it is.
And I don't know how that dynamic shifted, because you know I wasn't the one that would be the first person you call on to pray for you. I would not be the first one you call. I might be the first one you call to fight, but pray was not. Yeah.
She's the chaplain of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter where we're at, especially Tanisha, Mom, what you doing? I need you to do this, and we're gonna have this conversation. I'm like, I'm in. I can't be on the phone. I'm about to FaceTime you. You can't. No. But I answer. I just don't have my face on because it's not appropriate at the time. But we definitely, no matter what it is, prayer. Okay, we can pray. You got a problem? What? Where we gotta go? So those things make a difference. Those things make a difference. So, Kosh, or either one of y'all.
Can you repeat that question?
We had our individual traumas. How did we work through helping you with any individual trauma that you were going through?
Ooh, child. Ooh. um, just being there, and I'm the type of person where I I don't like to dump a lot of things on people. I'll listen more, and that's just where I am. So I felt like at the time when I was going through a situation that I just didn't want to call y'all a lot, and just I felt like complaining about my situation or whatever. And I just appreciate y'all allowing me to vent whenever I needed to vent, to cry whenever I needed to cry, and just be that ear whenever, and just to support me because that was really a rough time in my life, to be quite honest. Um, so just that ongoing support, that listening ear, offering support and just all kind of ways. If it was prayer, a listening ear, if I needed y'all to ride or die, I knew y'all would. Just being there every step of the way and not making me feel like I was a burden to you all. Cause that was just a stressful event for me and my kids. And
Mm-hmm.
so that meant a lot to me, a lot to me. Because again, I don't like to, I'm a helper. That's my field. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I help people. And
Mm-hmm.
so to be on the receiving end it's different for me. But I really truly appreciate you guys because that was a long process, a long stressful process. But you guys didn't never make me feel like, oh, why is she calling me again with this? So I appreciate you too.
Yes. Tanisha?
Um, I guess to piggyback on what Kosh said about not wanting to feel like a burden to your friends, I think I'm probably even worse with that because with mine and Kosh are in the social working, helping people field. And so they're very good about talking and listening. And I, oddly enough, I'm not really a talker usually. I'm more the person that's on the phone listening if I'm not asleep, but I'm listening and not talking. So for me, like I think I mentioned this before, when I'm very stressed out or when I feel like it's something that's hard, a lot of times I get silent, and they know me enough that if I'm withdrawn a lot, I'm really, really going through something. And I already mentioned I had some really hard health challenges in the last few years. And one of the reasons why I think I shied away from talking about it so much is because of everything that we went through with Maia. And when you have something that's going on with your brain and tumors, and I just it was hard for me personally to deal with as a mother, trying to be protective to my daughter and look strong and to my family and make it look like it's something that didn't bother me or scare me. And then with my friends, like that was traumatic what we went through with and still going through with Maya. And so I just didn't want to talk about it with them because I didn't want to put them back in that place. And sometimes I would share, but most of the time they knew what I needed, even when I didn't. They knew I needed to talk about it. They knew that I needed them to be there for me, and so I think one that they always were there for me, but two, they knew that I needed things that I didn't even know because they know me so well, and so they would kind of force me to get it out, and it helps me in the long run because I was struggling. I was really struggling. I struggled a lot with that. And even now, some days I do. And I'm in a much better place. And I'm not even ashamed to say this. Therapy helped me a lot. And the reason why I went is because of these women on the phone right now. So they definitely, like I said, knowing what I need even more so than I do. And I think Chip is here.
Yeah.
Chip, you see the
Yeah.
button at the bottom? It looks like a little picture thing. Let me see if I can. I just sent you an add button, Chip. I think I did at least. No, I didn't. All right, now I just sent it.
You gonna tell him he can't cuss?
No, I just added
Hey.
it.
I
You
said
have to.
he can't cuss.
Oh, Tim, you can have clothes.
I don't know what y'all added me for then.
Look,
Exactly.
we didn't. He didn't get the prerequisite meeting.
That's why Tanisha ain't cussing.
What's up?
Hello, hello,
Hey.
sisters.
Hey.
We
Hey.
miss you.
Miss y'all too. Youngin,
Yeah,
come
miss
here.
her.
I know what y'all wanted. I know what y'all want. I
See, Maya.
deliver.
I see
I
Maya
Listen,
behind
deliver.
you.
I
She's
sent
the
Chip
best.
a thing on Facebook like, listen, you got to get Constantine because they cutting up already. So I hope you can join.
Listen, Chip. No secrets, no pictures. Okay?
Hey, I just told somebody about that. Come here, youngin.
Oh, look at
Say
Maya's
hi.
baby.
Hey,
Hey,
sweetheart.
Hey,
looking like his
Case.
mama.
Everybody say hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Chip, you got to introduce yourself.
Yes.
Damn, I guess I'm Mr. M. I'm Mr. Maya.
There you go.
That's for all who know. I'm Mr. Maya. That's it. Y'all see it in the back. That's the only reason I'm involved. That's the only reason I'm involved. And they didn't already said, Kasha didn't already said I can't bring the secrets or the pictures. Because
Right.
I am the keeper of these three ladies' secrets.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
This is what happened when you marry into the sisterhood.
Hmm. He got pictures that I don't even got.
I was like, how'd you get that?
For
Because
real.
y'all, none of y'all could, as I say again, none of y'all could bring those home.
Ooh.
None of y'all see. It was my love. It was my love. I was like, all right,
Listen, we
because
have to get a whole contingency plan for the next time. If
Take a sip when he doing too much. Cause
Right.
my
Chip,
mama,
that
my
listen,
that
mama
means yeah.
scared.
listen, because y'all know y'all sister. Because it was never a she. We gotta go somewhere. We
Mhm.
gotta go up to Erie. We gotta go to Easton. We gotta go to Darby. Why? All right, here I come. And then I don't. Then I must keep your mean face on, baby. Keep your mean face on, and then So
He
it
got
is
you.
what it is.
Yeah.
How everybody doing? I hear we talking about trauma.
Yes. Yeah. We were just talking about, um, we start off talking about how Maya's death affected us and, that journey, the process leading up to her death. And then we were talking about, our individual trauma, how we supported each other through that. Because it's, not being easy, and trauma isn't something, especially in the Black community, that we really address. So, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Well, let me see if I can add my 2 cents.
Come
Well,
on, give us five.
marrying her meant I had gained these sisters. You know what I mean? That was united through Pitt, which is such a dreary place.
Fuck a hater.
But Pittsburgh suck.
Not the
It
football team.
suck. I'm from Philly. Let's relax. Relax. So involved with her meant there were some things that come along. And for me, I didn't realize to my ear that when you marry someone, you're involved with them, their family become your family.
Hmm.
Because in my mind, it was just, her. That's it. I ain't care. Everybody know I didn't care about nothing and nobody but her. So long story short, it was just more so, hey, youngin, hold on, call your brother. So it's just when she got diagnosed. Well, first let's go back. Y'all all had y'all had your own thing that y'all did, as far as y'all vacations, where I didn't feel like I had any right to take it away or even adjust it in any way, shape, or form, because that was before me.
Hmm.
That was before me. And she worked long enough and hard enough to y'all work that for y'all needed that. I didn't like the okay. Wait, what? All right, don't worry. Talk to him. Tell him I'm on a podcast or fledgling podcast. So when y'all was going on y'all trips, I knew that was a sign of genuine love, and y'all was each other's rock. Y'all taught my ear how to be a lady. Y'all taught my ear that she was pretty. Y'all taught me out here. I know y'all didn't know till after we had some conversations, but she did not know that. She talked about, Monica, y'all, her had the love-hate relationship, the fighting. I know Honisha, you know what I'm saying? Like Trick Nisha, I know all that. So, but y'all play such a pivotal part in her development as a woman, as a mother, as a friend. Let's be honest, when y'all go through something, one of y'all heart valves is missing. You know what I mean? So when all those things go in, I'm in a joint. I'm in a podcast. Dang, niggas. So, hey ma. So, when all those things came about, and I came into y'all life, because I came into y'all life. Y'all ain't coming to mine. I came into y'all life. I was very content not liking y'all and for y'all not to like me.
Yeah, I thought you was mean at first. I was like,
I am mean. I am mean. But want to know what's funny about that? How can I be mean when my ear was y'all sister? I was just as mean as she. I was just as mean as her.
Yeah, but we was used to her.
all right.
True. So when you have those kind of relationships and then you move into all of a sudden these things, in my ear was one of the strongest will people we ever met. Just mentally strong, physically strong, and to hear her vulnerability and to hear the weakness in her voice when them days she couldn't, she didn't know where it was, her not to have the answers. That destroyed all of us. I remember everyone coming down. I remember meeting somebody's, baby daddy, in the midst of all this, and somebody's sister saying, if the nigga act up, you know what to do. In the midst of that, Kasha, you know what I mean? Because Kasha got to know me, but more so first before everyone. I remember when, Tanisha was like, no, my ear, that's his mom is not your mom. Mom, come here. Say hi. I'm on the podcast. Come here. Some people will really let us see. And thought she was tripping. Say hi. Say hi to the sisters.
Hey, ladies. How are you?
How are you?
Good to see you.
They said they good.
Looking beautiful.
She said y'all look beautiful.
So do you.
Hello.
So
Forever
still
young.
here.
Yes, ma'am.
So it was like my mom stole she stole her. My mom said she don't, but we all knew she did. Because all y'all knew was, for as long as y'all knew her, it was all about her born family. All of a sudden, it came to me, and I know Tanisha was like, you know how guys is, his mom and them.
I was protective.
For real. And I couldn't
until
even.
I knew.
Yeah. And to hear, but Kasha knew already. you know, like, nah, like my ear used to tell on me. I used to be like, how you gonna tell my mommy? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was her, that became her mother. She spoke for her. She spoke through the ailment. She spoke for my ear. Her word was law. I was begging my ear, can we leave? Please, can we leave the house? I want to go home.
I remember at y'all family reunion in Warner Robins,
Yes.
and Chip left. We was down there with his family. You couldn't tell that wasn't my year's family.
Like I was asleep. Like, nigga, shit, I'll go in because she was. So when she got sick, you know, of course, you know, I would prefer to be poor, destitute with her, than be rich without her. There's nothing that we do without Maya in love and guidance. There's not a day that don't go by that I'm still very much in love. I am still very much in love. And there's only two people in this world I've ever been afraid of. That was the lady y'all just seen and the woman behind my back. And y'all know she damn sure was scary. she she was the scariest light-skinned person we ever met. So when you watch her, you know, succumb, you know, to a disease, we all know. It made us look in the mirror of our mortality. Because if anybody could find a way to be something, we all knew it was her.
Mhm.
So the indelible mark she left on our soul, our love. And yes, I do get mad that y'all be going on vacations without me. You know what I'm saying?
They girls trip.
Yes.
We're gonna have to do a
Well,
family trip. We're gonna have to do a family
well,
trip.
well,
Yeah,
well.
we'll do a
First of
family
all,
trip.
let me say this: the last trip I was going on
Oh,
to
he did say
Vegas,
that.
I was
He did
going.
say that. He said, I'm going
I
on
was
that Vegas
going.
trip.
I'm going that trip.
Yeah. He did say
Yeah,
that.
girl tripped my ass.
That's what he
Hey,
said.
I was
He was like,
going.
I'm going on that trip.
I'm going on that trip. She can't go. So we got to make
I
you know what I'm
remember,
saying?
yes. I remember.
Yeah,
That's what we was gonna do,
Yes.
Monica. We was gonna go to Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay. Yep.
Because
Yeah.
It was
first
the
y'all was gonna
Vegas
go
trip.
first y'all was gonna go out of the country. And I was like,
We
I can't
said
go out the
no.
country.
He's like,
We
y'all
I
said
was
can't
like,
go
no.
because I
no,
can't
you
go out the
can't go.
country.
And
Hmm.
for anybody who don't know, the reason they couldn't go out the country,
Oh my God.
I've done some things, but if something would have happened to Maya, I really couldn't have went home without her.
Yeah.
And until them ladies later on understood that, because my loved ones, my mother, that woman y'all see, I can't I couldn't say I didn't know when it came to her. If these ladies know when I was at every doctor's appointment, if I was running late and the doctor asked, she had to call me to find out her medication. I took care of all that. I fucked up as I took the medication before she did because I needed to know what it was going to do to her. There was nothing that we was going to do that I was prepared for her. Um, when you dealing with the traumas, first of all, we all black in America, so we live under constant oppression every day. Forget the new government thing. We've been living under that all our lives.
Mhm.
So our peoples have been subjected to a lot of things, and we are definitely products of other people's traumas, our parents' trauma, seen and unseen, voiced and unvoiced. And even for us going to college, it really wasn't for us. It was for others in our background. They said we had to go.
Yep.
not knowing what we face, especially y'all four, including Miami, going to a predominantly white school, having to navigate through all that in really the Midwest. So when y'all gravitated 4 women from 4 different backgrounds, to form a sisterhood, that's also about survival.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all 18 years old, first time away from home. Who y'all know, what y'all know, y'all shaped each other. Kasha, with your traumas, like you said, what will my girl do?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you gonna get crazy. You would have been done. I can't even be nice to Kasha's new boo. Because I don't know how.
I ain't got no proof.
Okay, well, whenever she get a new boo, because I gotta represent the dog over back. Nigga, I get you about that. Listen, sisterhood goals. When we were at the link just recently, they gotta come sit with me so I can keep an eye on them, because that's what y'all sisterhood said when you signed up on that dotted line. Signed up on that. So if it would have been a fire in the link, I gotta go get Kasha. So I gotta run through all them people that go, because it's something that's greater than me. And that's what, even with your trauma, as they say, the concrete, the road through the concrete,
Mm-hmm.
that's what y'all are.
I like that book.
Yeah. And even, let me add on to that, and even the kids, Tip look out for the kids too. He definitely looks out for my daughters. You know what I mean? As soon as something goes down, I remember something happened in Lincoln. He calling me, look, I got Karate Kid. So Tip don't only look out for us. He look out for his nieces too.
And listen, but that's what happens when trauma turns into love. And we just, in the physical, lost the kingpin to the love. Just in the physical. Because I'm sure all y'all hear her voice in y'all head, especially at the most unopportune time. Because I'm sure y'all three had to laugh at yourselves like, my head, get out my head. My head, go ahead with that shit. Go ahead with that shit, my head. And Monica, I don't even know who you gonna fight with.
Listen, let me tell you, they done stepped up. They done stepped up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I gotta fight with my. And what's funny is, Monica, I didn't see you I saw you the least, but y'all could fight. I was gonna kill, no. And too soon somebody else. So yeah, we gonna kill her. Kill who, bitch? Now I can stab her, but you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing.
That's exactly the relationship.
I don't care what I say about her. I don't care what I'm gonna do. But what you gonna do?
Yeah, got that right.
You gonna sit there and you better not even nod. And when I say, come on, let's get something to eat, she gonna get up mad and go eat. Because my ear said we gotta eat. I thought y'all was just having a rock fight. We was, but it was love.
That's right.
So it's a part of that village. It's a part of that village. And let's not talk about the little sister. Don't sit up there and act like you don't know the first one that had a baby. That became everybody, baby.
She's watching.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Yeah. Aunt was gonna have me do something to somebody if the nigga had that crazy.
Okay.
Was waiting for him to come to Philly. Got him. Listen, even in her sickness, got him.
Monica, bring this back.
Listen, you see, she loved me like, that's so true.
Oh,
So true.
I love you, man.
That's the family.
It is. It
That's the
is.
fact. That listen, that's the fact. I could tell y'all when I spoke to y'all the first time on the phone. We was at my parents' house. Monica
Yeah.
told me, "Listen, you want to fight?" I was like, "Well, where you gonna bring your ass?" She was like,
Listen,
Strawberries.
Tip, we got stories for days. We got
"For
stories for
real."
days. But you know what we want to do? Because you have just talked about our love, our friendship, our resilience, you know, how, yeah, like you just said, we came up from the concrete with, you know, just a sprout and
Concrete.
ended up being a rose. And we definitely love and appreciate. Um, we are going to wrap this because we have been on for an hour. You're supposed to be at 6 o'clock, but I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt.
I was doing football stuff.
I was about to say,
You,
it looked like you
you,
got a T-shirt on, so you was probably out there
yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah. I
juicing
just
it up.
came in. I just came in. I was like, "Oh man!" I told them I would get in because first of all, ladies, I got a special shout out. I was like, "Oh shit." Oh, dang. I was like, what did I do? What did I miss? Because
You ain't
I'll
do
tell y'all,
nothing.
I'm going to be totally Clarence Black. Not that I'm jealous, but I do miss that. I don't ever want y'all to be a threesome. I want y'all to always remain a foursome.
And
It's
we will.
just one is not it.
And
So
we said
y'all
that
problems
earlier
is my
too.
problems.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Y'all problems is my problems. Because even if, as I tell the children, as I tell Chase, because she's now matriculating through school the same time, the same age y'all was when y'all met. It's
No.
like, yo, player, like when you hold on to something, when everything else fails, y'all had each other.
Yeah.
Even before me, when y'all all thought y'all had to say life by the, the golden ass, and then when y'all learned we don't know nothing, all y'all had was each other, and y'all love keeps us going. Even if
Yeah.
y'all don't talk to me, y'all don't talk.
You
Y'all
can
don't
come
be
Tip.
to
talking.
he can come to Atlantic City with us.
Atlantic
Yeah,
City.
yeah. You can come to Atlantic City with us.
Yes.
What we doing in Atlantic City, ladies?
We'll tell you
We're
off a
going in
year.
August.
Everybody can't
Oh
be,
yeah.
Oh
know what
shit,
we
I'm
doing.
getting in trouble. God damn it. Y'all know I can't outrun her.
Golly. Okay, so we are gonna wrap because we've been on here a little over an hour, and thank y'all
Love y'all,
so
ladies.
much.
Love you,
Thank y'all
Tip.
so much for coming on here. But I do want to give y'all opportunity to give advice to some people who struggle with friendship because there's a lot of people that think they're alone and don't know how to keep friends. Give a word of advice. Chip, you go first because we got to cut you off a little bit of
He
what
already
you.
left.
He
Oh, he
left.
did. Oh, I see it now. Um, well, give a word of advice to people who think they're alone and don't know how to build friendships. What advice would you give them to build friendships with people who are healthy for them, who are able to navigate life with? Because people are on their different journeys in life, and it's hard sometimes to get new friends. I hear that saying, no new friends, but we all need people in our lives. So what advice would you give people and why they need um, close friends to go through this journey of life with?
Jakasha.
Thank you, Tanisha.
You're welcome.
So I would say a couple of things. Everybody always say that women can't be friends, or black women can't be friends. And hopefully tonight you have been able to see a representation that black women can be friends because this is almost 30 years of friendship, genuine friendship here. Um, I believe with friendship, you don't need a big circle. It's the quality of friends that count. And surround yourself with people who's going to ride for you, with people who's going to hold you accountable, and with people who's going to keep it real with you. If not, those aren't your friends. But those
Hmm.
people will do it genuinely and out of love, not to hurt you. Friends don't test you. These ladies have never tested me, and vice versa. So if
Mhm.
you have genuine, pure relationships like we do, again, we love each other, we ride for each other, we hold each other accountable, we're always there for each other no matter what, and we're honest with each other as well, then that makes a genuine, long lasting friendship.
Hmm.
Thank you, Kosh.
I would say, in terms of the friends that you do have, making those friendships long lasting is be patient with them as they go through different things in their lives, because sometimes they don't even know how to vocalize, or they don't know how to figure it out. Just be there for them. Let them know that you are a listening ear and that it's a no judgment zone. And then it's just this human life. Sometimes there are going to be little things, tit for tats, or things that will happen between people because, they're going through different things. It might have nothing to do with you, but they're frustrated and it may come out on you. Have a short memory with people that genuinely love you, and just try to be there for each other, because we all need each other. And these are people that I know I will go through life with. I will do anything for, and I know that they'll do anything for me. So knowing that on my great days, on my exceptional days, and even on my worst days, that they're still there for me means a lot. And so I want to do that for them too.
Yes. Thank you, T. Closing out, um, one of the biggest things that I have learned from these ladies is you have to be selfless, because yes, there's times to be selfish, but you also have to be selfless because, like both of them have said, we all go through things. Sometimes we're going through things at the same time, but it helps us because we know that there is somebody else there. And it's not to necessarily carry the weight, but it's to release it. It is not dumping anything on someone. It is just a listening ear. Sometimes none of us want to hear any type of feedback at all. It is just, I'm here for you whenever you need to talk. And that's it. And that's not always an easy thing to do with some people, because it's like you want to push them to get through it or push them to be better. But sometimes the best advice is no advice, and just being able to listen. So build your village. A village raised all of us, and we have built our village internally and bring people in that we feel help us in different ways and give us appropriate suggestions. So, with that being said, ladies, do you guys have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
I can't wait to see you all again.
I know,
I
I can't wait to
know.
see you all. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, oh, you know what? I would be remiss. I would be remiss. Um, Liam's network of support has a lot of things coming up, so please be on the lookout for that. But what I did not say, and Jakasha is the vice president of the board for Liam's network of support. Um, and I appreciate you and I thank you for that. Tanisha is like a silent advisor of, you should write this way. Well, it may sound better this way, whichever one you want to pick, but it helps open my mind to different things, and I appreciate that. So, when looking at different traumas and things that people may not think about could be traumatic, build upon the foundation that you have. And we definitely always keep God grounded in who we are and the things that we do and moving forward. So, with that being said, I love you ladies to life. And I will talk to y'all later. Everybody have a good night.
All right.
Right.
Bye.